Whoop. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Game Aim Plus, where my aiming is gaming. I'm your host, the boy G, and we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, in this video, we are gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 and its dock having a fat booty, and Mario Kart World being $80, and the GameCube on the online service, and more. Alright, there's so much to unpack from this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that we just had, and it's showing everything: the Nintendo Switch, the games, the graphics, the frame rate, the this, the that, the online service, the game chat, the C button. There is so much, and I still haven't even mentioned everything. But back to what I was saying, because bruh, baby got back. Alright, the Nintendo Switch 2's dock, right? I was wondering why when they first initially revealed it with the Mario Kart game, right, in the reveal trailer, I was wondering why they never showed the back of the dock. And it's because baby got back, alright? Got a fat booty, you know what I'm saying? Because now the dock is not just some piece of plastic thingy just so you can dock your Switch and have it charge and, you know, show it on your TV. It's not just a little piece of plastic anymore. The joint got a booty now, alright? The back of the dock is like rounded out. There's stuff in it now, alright? There's a big old fan in there. There's actually like actual technology in it. And it also helps the Nintendo Switch 2, you know, be 4K and have, you know, the HDR support and all of that, to the input, everything, you know what I mean? To help it reach these 60 frames and 120 frames per second things and the high resolution and all that. The dock does that now, alright? And that is amazing. That is literally what we have been asking for, alright? As in the graphics, as when it's handheld, it don't gotta be the best super duper graphics in the world and the planet, because we understand that when it's handheld, it is limited, alright? If we actually got something that did like the best graphics, like PS5 Pro-ness on a handheld like console, that thing would last probably like 30 minutes, alright? You guys gotta take the good with the bad with the good, alright? It is what it is, okay? But the fact that the Switch 2 can even put out 4K games now is an absolute miracle. I did not even think, or I didn't think it was going to be able to do that, all right? I was cool with it just still staying HD and just having better resolution and frame rate. That was it. But the fact that you guys are going to do 4K? What? Basically Breath of the Wild 4K? Tears of the Kingdom 4K? Metroid Prime 4 Beyond 4K? Bro, I don't care what anybody says. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is now a Nintendo Switch 2 game. I don't even want the Nintendo Switch version. If you go get the Nintendo Switch version of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, that's just weird now. Alright? Well, unless you only have a Switch and that's all you have, and that it is what it is, you can't afford a Switch 2, which we'll get into that. Then I get it. But I'm definitely getting the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Metroid Prime 4. Like, it's just, I have to. Alright, even with my eyes not being the best eyes, and I probably can't even tell the difference really between 4K and HD, to be absolutely honest, but I'm gonna get it anyways, because it just makes sense. It looks so much better, and it looks so good. It looks so good. And the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, alright? And the fact that this whole Nintendo Switch 2 version of games, right, that's cool. We kind of figured something like this would happen, alright? But now, if you already own a copy of these games, you know, the Nintendo Switch version of them, when you place them inside your Nintendo Switch 2, it will be enhanced and it will have extra stuff. Maybe some games will have extra, you know, DLC, extra content, extra everything. You know, the graphics will be enhanced, you know, and like I said, if you already have the game, all right, you only have to pay like a little, you know, whatever, a little extra for it to transform into a Switch 2 version, right? We don't know how much these things are going to be yet. These enhanced, you know, the extra boost of how much we have to pay. And all I know is that the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're enhanced or whatever extra that you got to pay. Though you don't have to. Those are going to be free. Especially, they're going to be free if you have a Nintendo Switch online service, I guess, you know, plan. I don't know if it's a regular online service or does it have to be an expansion pack. All I know is that you have to be an online member, all right? And that's perfect. And just to be honest, that's how every Nintendo Switch, you know, games that get enhanced or whatever, you know, that you put a Switch game into the Switch 2, it gets enhanced, they should all just be free. If you are part of the Nintendo Switch Online Service Expansion Pack, or just Online Service period, that should just be free, okay? We're already paying you for this service. It should come with some perks. It should come with some extra stuff. All right. Now the fact that the new, well, not even new, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land, this game, that is going to get a Nintendo Switch 2 version, enhanced, bada boom, extra content, extra story, extra everything. But we gotta pay for that. So even if you have the online, you're part of the online service, you're a member, it don't matter. You still gotta pay for all of that extra everything. I don't like that. Alright, any DLC that comes for a game, or any game from previous Switch, or whatever's gonna come out for Switch 2 games, any DLC, if you are a member of the Nintendo Switch Online Service and Expansion Pack, these DLCs should be free. Just like the Mario Kart, Boost Pass, whatever, that's free. The Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion DLC, that's free. The Animal Crossing Super Duper Paradise, whatever, that's free. All of these things should be free. Tears of the Breath of the Wild DLC should be free. Luigi's Mansion 3 DLC should be free. Alright, any Fire Emblem DLC should be free. Xenoblade Chronicles DLCs should be free. They should be free if we are part of the Nintendo Switch Online Service Expansion Pack. I'm just saying. And I know I'm not the only one tripping here. Alright, and the fact that Mario Kart World, yes, it is an amazing game. Everything about it is great. The mechanics, the worlds, the tracks, the graphics, the characters, the this, the that, the open worldness. It is all phenomenal. But the fact that you guys are charging us $80 is insane. I don't understand it. I will not understand it. Alright? $60 for a game is already a little but it is what it is. Alright? $70 for games now. It's like, but it is, graphics are getting better, systems are getting expensive. Cool, you want to bump up the games an extra $10 to $70? It is what it is. It's a hard pill to swallow, but we gonna do it. Alright? But the fact that you bumped up Mario Kart World to $80, that's not a hard pill to swallow. You guys gave us the whole bottle. Alright, you gave us the whole bottle, or you gave us definitely a handful of pills to swallow. Because $20, come on guys. Nintendo, I love you guys. I love you guys, I love you guys, I love you guys. But that ain't it. Alright, you guys need to drop the price. Alright? Alright, there was a whole bunch of people complaining on your little treehouse thing, putting comments and a whole bunch of things, talking about, oh, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price in the comments. I know it's driving you guys crazy. Alright? You gotta drop the price. Now for the Nintendo Switch 2, it costs $450. Hey, it is what it is. It sucks kind of ish, but I ain't mad at it. Alright? I'm not gonna really do a whole chant and go on a riot of drop the price for a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm okay with it being $450. I would have preferred it to be $400, but hey, it's okay. That was my limits. My limits were $400 to $450. You guys went a little higher than that, you guys would have been tripping. $550, $600, nah, absolutely not. No. All right, but $450, it is acceptable. We can tolerate that. We're not gonna go crazy over that, But an $80 Mario Kart, bumping up $20 from a $60 game. That's a little extreme, guys. You guys are being ridiculous. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Did you guys want to be the first people to make an $80 game before, before Grand Theft Auto 6 came out? Like, I don't know what's going on here. We don't like it. All right? I'm sorry. I'm still going to buy the game regardless. I have to. This is my job. This is what I do. And I love Nintendo. I love Mario Kart. I love Mario. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be turned off by this price and will not buy the game. Now, after all of that, there's still a lot. Okay, I'm trying to talk about the good and the bad of this whole Nintendo Switch 2 kabacle and the games and the prices and the this and the that. I'm trying to talk about everything. So there is a lot of good. I feel there's way more good than there is badish. Okay, there's so much good. All right, the fact that we got the Switch 2, it looks amazing. It plays great. 4K, 4K, 4K. You know what I mean? Handheld, it can go up to 120 frames per second. That is bananas. All right, more memory on this system. All right, from a 32 gigs on a Switch to 256 gigs is wild. That is amazing. That's awesome to me. I'm good with that. There are going to be some people that are still going to complain, there's not enough memory. You don't have enough appreciation. All right, shut up. All right, walk away and learn how to be appreciative. It is what it is. Okay. 256 gigs is really, really good compared to 32. What? What am I gonna do with bro, there ain't even 32 gigs of memory in my own brain. Alright? That's not enough. So, yeah. But I'm good with the memory. I'm good with the graphics. I'm good with the Switch 2, the way it looks, the Joy-Cons, the everything. Alright? And the C button. It is it is GameChat. We kind of pretty much already predicted and figured that. Everybody already knew. All right. But the fact that y'all showed it off, the C button, it is GameChat. You can go on there, right? You can play with your friends and like 4 other friends on the same screen. You can see their screen and what, y'all can all play together. You mean whether they're in the same room as you or they're not in the same room as you. They could be in Japan, in Europe. They could be all the way in Hawaii. But we could all play in that little room on the same TV. You can see all their screens playing the same game. Or y'all can choose to play all different games but still be game chatting, game sharing, game playing together. While somebody's playing a different game. Somebody's playing Metro Prime 4. Somebody's playing Mario Kart World. Somebody's playing Super Mario, Maker 2. Or somebody's playing, Mario Odyssey or Zelda or something. It don't matter. You can all play together, but not together. But together? Listen, it's a lot, and this is really cool. And it also can do what the 3DS could do. All right, the Nintendo Switch 2, if you only yourself have a game, right? You have a cartridge. Whatever game you have, all right, you could put it in your Switch, and then other people also can play with you. I don't think it's online, but I do believe definitely local. If everybody has their own Switch, they can play with you on their Switches. Like, even though they don't have the game card, they don't have the actual physical game or even the digital game, they can play with you, all right, without having the game. Only you can have the game. That is awesome. That is dope. I love that. The 3DS did that. The DSs did that. I love that. Okay, that is super cool. And there's still so much more. All right, the graphics look great. The screen looks great. Everything about this thing looks really, really good. All right, the Donkey Kong game. That game looks great. That game, I believe, that is $70. That's okay. I can accept that. That is perfectly fine. All right, I can accept Donkey Kong Bonanza being $70. All right, I understand. $60 from 70, 70 from $60. That's fine. 80 from $60, that's not fine. Absolutely no. I feel like Nintendo with that, they're getting like a little big-headed, a little cocky, a little too confident, a little too, there's a word that I'm looking for, but I can't pinpoint the word at the moment, but I don't know, maybe comfortable. And I don't like that they know that we're gonna pay that price, and I don't like that. I feel like they're taking advantage of that, and I don't like that. That I do not like. And nobody's coming out to address this price. Nobody's saying anything. Somebody came out and said something, but it was just a horrible answer for it. I forgot what they said. That's how unimportant it was. Something about something and something. That's all I got. I can't even remember. But it was a horrible response and answer of why it's $80. And I didn't like it. It wasn't it. It's no. But like I said, the Switch 2, it's great. All right. And there's also, the prices of the Joy-Cons, they raised up by $10. We kind of expected that. The Pro Controller for the Nintendo Switch 2, it raised up by like $10. We expected that. That's not that bad. It is what it is. All right. But now also the same day the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, a camera comes out for it with it by Nintendo, from Nintendo. And then you can plug it into the top of your Nintendo Switch 2 as you're playing online or with your friends or whatever on the game chat all together online. And it can show you, and the camera gets you, and it can put your body, your face on the screen of what you're playing, and your friends can see you and you're playing the game's behind you. Like, it's weird, but it's so dope. It cuts out anything that's behind you. It don't matter what it is. It could be a kid running around doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, backflips all behind you, and it's not gonna get none of that. It's just gonna get you. That's it, and that's so cool because now when you live stream games, it's gonna look so much cooler, especially for me because I'll be doing all these ghetto live streams. But now I could just film that and use that for my live streams, and people also like, this is so cool. I love that they did that, and they're basically making the Switch to a portable PC, little mini PC, exactly how I said they were going to do. Literally a PC. All right, now I know. I'm pretty sure we can plug in on the top of the Switch a keyboard or something as well. That is so cool. And then it's the Joy-Cons, you can use them as a mouse, both of them, not just one. All right, and they got this super cool wheelchair basketball game that is for the Switch 2, and that is amazing. That is awesome. The fact that the Nintendo, of course it would come from Nintendo, that they would make a wheelchair basketball game, right? You could ramp up. There's ramps on the word, ramp up and dunk. Move the chair with your Joy-Cons like this with the mouse, and actually move the wheelchair joint, and that's so dope. I think that's so cool, and to show like humility or just the fact that they made a wheelchair basketball game. That is crazy. And it just so crazy that it could work. And I want to get this game and I want to try it out and I want to play it. It's called Drag X Drive. So cool. So cool. And I hope this does really, really well. I really do. And then another game that also comes out with the Switch, this is something that really bothers me also, that comes out the same day as the Switch. It's, you know, the Nintendo Switch 2 whatever something tour. Or something tour. Basically, you play a little person and you're on the Switch 2 console. You go check the Mickey gadgets of the Switch and check out the joystick, the D-pad. You can check out the magnets. It's weird. It basically should have been a packing game. It should have been with the Switch 2 on it, digital in it, already in the system, ready to go. All right, but in the fact that this little weird game, they're going to charge you for this game. It's not going to be a pack and play game with the Switch 2. That is so weird. All right, yeah, and I believe the game is only going to be like $5-6 on the eShop. That's not expensive, but it's like you guys are getting a little greedy. You're getting a little too greedy now. Don't charge. Just add it on. Just make it a free download or something. A free to play. Why don't charge $5-6? Nintendo, you guys ain't hurting for money. You really ain't. Y'all got a lot of money. A lot of money. You are not hurting for money. Stop charging for everything or y'all are going crazy now. You're going a little too overboard. All right? You're going a little too overboard. And then the camera for the Switch, the camera thing too, that's $50 in case I didn't mention it. That's $50. That's not that bad. It is what it is. I'm gonna buy it. I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. All right, but the fact that we gotta pay for this little mini games thingy, I don't like that. All right, I didn't even like when the Switch came out and 1-2 Switch wasn't a pack-in game. Why not? Why the heck? Almost got me cursing. Why the heck not? All right, please tell me why. 1-2 Switch should have been in. It should have came free or free to download, whatever, with the Nintendo Switch. All right, just like on the Wii. All right, the freaking Wii Sports, and that was an amazing game. That game should have been. You should have charged for that. You should have charged for Wii Sports because that was an amazing game. But that was free and it was packed in with the Nintendo Wii already. Okay, that makes so much sense. It helps the console. It helps the system sell. It shows the mechanics of what the system can do. All right, 1-2 Switch would have showed what the Switch mechanics would have done, but you charged. Okay, this new Nintendo Switch 2 tour thingy. It shows the mechanics of what the Switch 2 can do, and you're charging again. Yes, it's not no $60 or $50 or whatever like the 1-2 Switch is, but you're charging $5-6. That's not expensive. Maybe I'm complaining too much, but no, it should just be free. It should be free. All right, the PlayStation 5, I believe that little bot game, whatever, that thing came on free with the PlayStation 5 or 4 or whatever. All right, if PlayStation can do it, Nintendo can do it. They've done it. Do it again. All right, $5-6, you don't need it. You ain't hurting for money. All right, it will help you guys in the long run. This little mini game probably would have helped sell the Switch 2 even more. Okay. Whew. And we got GameCube. That was amazing. I am so happy we got GameCube. My live reaction is crazy. You got to see my live reaction because I went bananas. But the fact that GameCube is going to be at launch on the Nintendo Switch service, on the Nintendo Switch 2, ready to go with Wind Waker. Yes, The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2 with Link in it, plus more other games coming like Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, the Fire Emblem game, Super Mario Strikers, Chibi Robo, the Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon, Gale of Darkness. Those are games that are also going to come, and those are just some of the games that we know that are coming to the GameCube on the Nintendo Switch 2 online service. There's going to be so many GameCube games coming, and I am here for it. I cannot wait. That is also another good thing about the Nintendo Switch 2, and it is only exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2 online service, not for the Nintendo Switch. Sorry to break you guys' hearts, but it is what it is. All right, that's what's going to help sell the Nintendo Switch 2, and trust me, I'm buying that thing. Okay, because we finally got Wind Waker. I am so happy. I don't even care that it's not the HD version that was on the Wii U. I don't care. I just wanted the game. Point blank period on the Switch, and we finally got it. Hallelujah. You feel me? Whoo! There's so much, but regardless of the fact, like I said, there's still way more good than there was bad. Hopefully they change the price of Mario Kart World, and I'm just saying, okay, Oh god, and Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, that's gonna be so good too. I can't wait for that. The frame rates, there's not gonna be no more glitchies. The frame rate's gonna be perfect. No pop in, pop outs. It's gonna run perfect. You mean a lot of people were complaining about Age of Calamity on the Switch, but I hope that Age of Calamity gets an enhanced version. It boosts it up also when you put it in the Switch too, because that would be so great. Oh my god, I can't wait. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I'm hyped for that also. There's so much to unpack from all of this. All right, the Nintendo Switch, it having a fat booty, you know, the GameCube, the enhanced stuff, the Mario Kart being $80, the fact that we can game chat now and talk to our friends on the Switch now, everything. There's just so much. There's so much, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy, regardless of what prices of whatever. I'm hype. I'm going to buy this game, this system. I'm going to buy the games. I'm going to pre-order this thing. I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get the camera. I'm going to buy it all. Pro controller, everything. You know, it's going to be expensive. But I got to do what I got to do. You know, buy the system anyways. $450 is not that bad. It's acceptable. All right? It's acceptable. I don't know, man. I think that's all I got. There was so much. I think that is all I have. Oh man, the Donkey Kong game looks so good. I can't wait to play that. That game looks really, really, really good. I'm so happy for Donkey Kong. I don't know. Anyways, whatever, guys. That's all I got. All right, that's it. You guys let me know what you think about all of this. Everything that I said. The pricing, the GameCube, the Switch 2 having a fat booty, Mario Kart World, everything. $80, prices, this, that. Put in the comments. Talk to your boy. And let's chitty chat. But yeah, there you go, guys. Game Aim Plus. Please subscribe. Click that little bell button. That way, every time I upload a new video, it'll pop up on your phone. Like, you feel me, dog? You feel me? But yeah, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah! Woo!